the Syndra-Karthus duo, however.
Okay, so Syndra-Karthus, how well they combine, and of course Misfits will round out their draft now with the Zac. Goop or Cobby can find himself some CC. This is where the kills will come from. Tongue Lash comes out, a root onto Gorilla, Wall of Pain comes out. The Pulverize is down. Now there is the Devour, gobbled up, goopied out, underneath the tower. Cobby, Xerxes, nor Scared.
They should make a play on the top side of the map. Because it's an Ocean Dragon, they're totally fine to see bot lane control. Against the...
Let's take a look at this. Very good scan of the week. Interrupts the knockup. Humanoid runs for his life right now. Presses R. Requiem's not going to have enough damage, I don't. So let's take a look at this. Another attempt in the mid lane. Remember, Humanoid, very, very good scan of the week and an even better dive. Punishing the flashless target. This is why we have some positives to look at. Now, Xerxes does have flash available to him. Will get pulled back into the wall and not going to be able to find a target with the ulti. Maxwell now gets knocked up into the air by Vizichachi. Vizichachi decides to engage. Remember, Requiem is still available. Xerxes flash re-engages. That's a flash dash! Here comes Hansama. Killer Instinct goes forward. Devour buys some time as Norscarin spits Cobby right back out. One more shot going down. Flash to the top lane. The fight continues in the 3v3. Maxwell is only alone. There's not enough damage. Someone finds one in reply. It's a 2-for-1 in the top lane. The Bloblets will get 3. And now the curtain is called and Misfits are running. Devour will need a few more strikes. Requiem simply doesn't have enough damage. Gorilla, that was close! 1-0-1, got the Stormrazers, got the seal. And now will find himself under some pressure as Norscarin is in fact the man that's been jumped on. Remember, there's no flash for Norscarin, so this should be a kill eventually once Maxlaw and Gorilla use everything. But it took wrong. It's Elastic Slingshot that he's been charging up, not his Stretching Strike. So disappointed in myself, Frost.
Isn't the Stretching Strike just a Q?
It is indeed.
What I'm trying to do is just open up free farm and start funneling that onto the champions who need it. So swapping lanes, putting Soaz in the mid lane, making sure that and control the vision and have Misfits walk into them, they'll feel a lot more comfortable. Exactly what
Splyce have just done. If you look at the minimap, littered with control wards, with pressure in the bot lane, Cobby's that has shown to be, you know, respectful and decent in the late game. Trap.
Versus the wombo combo of Zac and Alistar.
There's a wombo combo potentially on the card. Soaz is teleported in behind Xerxes, and Febby has almost already killed him. That's a flash over the wall. It's the slicing maelstrom. Protobelt forward. First kill onto Humanoid. He didn't even stat check with a press R. That's a double kill for Feathervid. Xerxes running for his life, and the Requiem's available, but nobody's low enough damage. Chachi gets knocked up into the air by the Elastic Slingshot, pulled backwards by the Stretching Strike. And with the passive going down, Xerxes will try and get some damage with those lay waste. Requiem is channeling Cannon Pop. Maxwell not enough just yet, but Vizichachi will at least get the Zac passive, and that is an ace for Misfits.
And 20 to 25 minutes, and they're still in it.
Wow, very, very nicely done. Misfits pick up a phenomenal fight. The Baron, destructive. Those team comps can be. Feathervid, almost 100-0 Xerxes solo.
Yeah, the long-range engage reactive League of Legends. And Misfits' composition is very reactive. You have so many tools to play, so many different styles.
Down the bottom lane to pick up their first dragon. It is a cloud, this at least just help them move slightly. Lost
it's gonna
Baron.
Melt.
Yeah, lost Baron Empowered Siege. I mean, the tower goes down. I guess mid.
Yeah, we can probably survive this. At least our Nexus won't go down on this initial Baron push, unless they're caught out.
All right, I take that back. Soaz goes for the solo. The curtain is called back, and he instantly gets caught out. Does not use the hourglass you called out, Frostgurin. 1-for-1, mid and top are down, respectively, as Max right now. Vizichachi's going to start to channel the teleport. He's going to make it into the river. Baron will be dead before the fight begins. Norscarin goes for the Tongue Lash, and Soaz has flash available for the Slicing Maelstrom. His Splyce continue to chase. Misfits could look for the re-engage. They do not want a full frontal fight. Shock Blast chunks down Xerxes, and Misfits, they don't fancy the risk. They play the safe game and get the hell out of Dodge.
They didn't like their positioning. They didn't like their case right there. They probably wanted to get some backs in. Also, anytime that your Jace is doing that much damage, let him whittle down.
Oh, Scout of the Week catches Maxlaw. He doesn't actually get the kidnap. Soaz will not be able to find a great Slicing Maelstrom. No Splyce are split up. Maxlaw's already dead, but this could turn badly. Feathervid and Hansama need to clean the fight up. Requiem gets a full channel. The burst down. That's a GA pop. This was a disconnected team fight from Misfits, and they get punished for it.
Disaster. Soaz didn't land the massive cannon ultimate that we needed. Gorilla, I believe, missed the Pulverize, so many cooldowns, not synced up, not working, and even with the Baron, it's Splyce on the aggressive charge.
Oh man, the 2 carries left. Feathervid and Hansama need to try and fend all 5 members of Splyce. Death time is 30 seconds for Gorilla and Soaz. And with the help of some Baron Hard minions, it will be a lot more difficult to push onto the Nexus. May be helpful. Blue Trinket goes down just behind the pit. Elder Dragon easily secured, is uncontested. And Misfits in control now. Baron is going to get rushed down, burst down, and blown up. You said 10 seconds, Frost, it took about 6. Baron secured. Look at Splyce didn't even contest. And there's empowered recalls. Soaz should still be able to get out. He gets the inhibitor, and I think he's going to look for the executor. Is he gonna... Once the supers are inside, it allows additional time in mid and top.
Yeah, we're just slowly whittling Splyce down, although they have caught them out.
All right, they have indeed. Femivin is blown up. Stat check success for Humanoid. That is a kill. Now the curtain is called, and Gorilla and Maxwell are able to escape.
If it packs a significant punch, Splyce should just start forcing fights on that.
Did you see that? Hans Summer walks up, presses WQ, and Copy loses 50% of his HP. Let's Bounce does nothing as members of Splyce are able to escape with their life. Humanoid flashes away. Soaz is just obliterated. So much burst damage, but here comes Chachi. Requiem hasn't even been used yet. Chachi's passive is still available through the World Ender. Now Gorilla's in trouble. Requiem comes down, and this is going to hurt a lot. As Misfits continue to escape, Gorilla did go golden. The curtain is called backwards. No targets available. Feviven chunked down at 30%. Baron is up in a minute. Elder in 50, but can they win the game?
Yeah, they're using Redemption onto the minion wave, making sure that it's very healthy. They know that it's, what, 35 on Soaz, 46 on Gorilla. They could go for the interior. They hit towers like a truck.
Oh my word, 5 versus 3. Hansaman's going to GA, so call it 5 versus 3.5. Hansaman's going to try to wave clear. The towers are starting to fall. The minions need to die. Feviven's being pushed backwards as the weak is being scattered. Feviven jumps back in. Here comes Maxwell. They're trying to just buy some time. They need Febby and Soaz to come back in. Devour used to save some time, as well as Norskaren pushing onto the Bloblets. This is another kill for Misfits. They take down Maxwell. Soaz is up in a queue. Splyce may have done it. They've caught home Summer. Killer in 6 the back line. GA pops it. Splyce onto the Nexus turret number 2. Here comes Soaz. Slicing Maelstrom's available. Devour buys some time. Soaz gets 1, but now the 3 members of Splyce turn back around. Feviven is already dead again. He's going to be re-engaged in a second. Soaz get popped down. Splyce have done it. Here comes Gorilla now, but he simply cannot save the Nexus against 3 members. Gets the pulverized down onto the ground. Kobe's pushing him backwards. There will be another kill here for Splyce. As Kobe, Visit Chachi, and Norskaren will be waving the Splyce flag high, taking down Misfits.
It felt like the tortoise versus the hare, the slow and steady Splyce versus the very fast Misfits. Splyce, for whatever reason, they tend to stall the game, they pulled it out where they were comfortable, and they executed when it mattered.
Super, super interesting game to watch. Splyce end up picking up the win in 45 minutes and 8 seconds. They set the record yesterday for the longest game of the spring split at 45:50. And we get our first taste test of what Misfits look like in an even footing late game.
Unfortunately, a lot of individual mistakes. I think that game had it all. You had some miracle moments from both teams, Splyce and Misfits. You had some head scratchers where, you know, things didn't quite align or go to its plan. I'm super excited to see Splyce execute on such a difficult to execute team composition. I think it was much harder to do than just a pretty standard wombo combo where you just throw everything in.
And it was actually very interesting because in the draft, I personally felt that like the Karthus pick could have been one of the problem makers. And while it was definitely an impact, especially in